What's going on, family? Hope everybody's good. Figure we'll have a little. What's up, Miss Sherry Brown? Figure we'll just have a little tribal council tonight, a little meeting of the minds, Mr. McBride. Um, Mr. Delco, glad to have you on, brother. Just gonna do a little tribal talk. I'm gonna just talk about some interesting things that happened to me today and just, show you, just talk to the tribe to let y'all know how blessed y'all truly are and where we really are with this thing and carrot bars. And, I'm gonna just give y'all some observations that I saw. Mr. Banks, how are you, sir? Mr. James, Mr. Stevens, glad to have you. Thank you, sir. To my Kingsmen, salute them Kingsmen. To my tribe, y'all know what time it is. That salute, that gold gladiator. You know who we represent. That wealth builders, baby. To the tribes, always one love, and to them seekers, keep seeking. So we just gonna talk. I got both Facebook and YouTube going, so I'll be going up and down because I've been having trouble trying to download from Facebook to YouTube. So try to make it simple for myself. Um, I'm in this space of just being really aware of what's going on in my circle and around me. And I was in the CVS today, and this lady, she was dealing with this one customer. There was a little language struggle, and she was wanting to return. So the lady was getting ow, ow, ow. The lady was getting frustrated, and she looked behind us, and she was giving us rolling the eyes action, and because she was a sister, and it was both of us. It was a sister and myself, and so we laughing. Like you could just see she hating her job right now. And so she's dealing with that lady. She calls for help. Nobody's up there helping her. So the help finally comes. And then her attitude changes and she's trying to be sweet and nice. And now she's trying to actually take care of the customer. She was just stressing out because the line was getting long. And and then this one dude comes up when I get a chance to pay, and he's asking the dude that's taking care of me, hey, these batteries don't say the price of them. And dude behind the counter is looking. I'm like, dude, I really don't care. He's like, I guess they're not on sale this week. Come back next week when they're on sale. And he just kept saying, hey, these batteries don't have the price. They're not half price no more. And he was just like, sir, I don't know. And I'm just watching all this in real time and listening to it in real time. And I've offered both these people the opportunity of what we have. And I was just like, wow, like people settle. People don't believe in themselves enough to say that it's okay to want more in life. Like I know that's hard for people to truly understand and resonate with. Like it's okay to say that you want more in life. Like people shame you for wanting more. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you taking the opportunity to change your life by taking a step to do something different and to truly be a blessing to people, to introduce something to people that can really change lives. Because this thing is so powerful. This thing is changing lives because it is changing mindsets. And when you just learn, oh man, when you learn how this money system works, something happens to you. There's this, because when you realize what you're laboring for, you get this drive to not ever want to work for paper dollars ever again. And you begin to learn these principles on how you hear people telling stories how they said yes to an opportunity. you hear these stories, people kept saying yes to an opportunity. They were at a place in their life where they were stuck. This is all you hear over and over and over and over. That's all you hear on this journey. And that's what keeps you going. You hear these stories like, I just kept going. I didn't quit. I just kept going. I didn't quit no matter what. I just kept going. And you hear these stories, and the story is they said yes to an opportunity. And once again, I'm always talking to the person who's at a point in their life where they're ready to change their life and introduce you to one of the most amazing system on the planet. It's so amazing. And when you say yes, what's up, Christine? If it ain't tailor made, you know what time it is. It ain't fashioned right. If you can just take it, just take that leap of faith. Just believe. And you hear this all the time. Just believe. Just believe. Just believe. How do you believe? You know, when I was in the church, I would always hear them say, just believe. I was like, well, what is believing? I just couldn't grab on what is believing. That was always one of my struggles. I was like, okay, well, have faith as a grain of mustard seed. Okay, have faith, believe. But what is believing? And I think I've come to the knowing that believing is your imagination. It's the land of the creative realm. It's the land of the unseen. It is a power system, just like the analytical system is a power system. The creative system is very powerful. And people are afraid of it because you can't touch it. It takes a different program. It takes a different system to see it. And we live in a world where that side of us is atrophied. That's why it's called fantasy. That's why it's called, listen, make believe. Right. That's how you do it. You make belief. What's going on, Frank? That's how you do it. You make belief. And we live in this world where people have a hard time believing that that's a real world. Is just as real as the analytical world. People who understand law and order and structure. There are people that understand this world with a different mindset, more with a colorful mindset. And it's just as valid as people who have that engineer analytical mindset. You know, that's why a lot of times kids are struggling in school is because they're a very creative person, but they're stuck trying to do something in an analytical world, like a corporate job, and they're all jacked up because they're not supposed to be in that world because we've always been taught that you can't make money in that creative space. So that's what you believe, and you believe you have to struggle, but that's not true. You just got to believe that no, you don't have to struggle as a artist. You don't have to. It's what you believe. If people tell you that, you know, artists struggle, and you believe that, well, that's what you believe, and that's what you get. You know, I believe knowledge comes for you to connect to a system or you create a system. And fortunately, I had the opportunity to connect to a system that I'm learning how to build this thing. It's no different than it's building a building. It's a business. Like it's a 1 to 5 year plan. If we're gonna be honest, like let's be honest, it can take 1 to 5 years to build this thing. Can it happen quicker? Yes, it can happen in 18 months. It can happen less than 24 months. But it's like building the building. The first year, you getting your plans together. Second year, You finding the land. Third year, you're getting the contractors to get the subcontractors. The fourth year, you clearing the land and digging away, and then you finally get to dig down and hit bedrock, and now you get to lay the foundation, but then that building goes up. So it's the same thing with what we do in this business model. It takes time to learn this thing. It's no different than learning any other trade. It's a trade. You got to learn to be skillful in the trade. This is a trade, if you want to say it. You know, if you want to put it in a category, it's a trade that we're all learning. And we're going through a journeyman's process of how to become professionals in this business. You know, it takes time, but the payoffs on the other end outweigh what you've been through, what all you've been through. Ask Mr. Delco if it was worth it. They'll tell you every time. He will say it was worth every year, every day, every second, every month. Ask him and he'll tell you. So there are ways, and you just have to believe that. You know, so we have a system called Karatbars International where this system allows you to, one, learn how to build wealth for your family. Like really learn how to build wealth, like get true financial literacy on how to build wealth. And then it sets you up with a free system where you can begin to exchange something that has no value, paper dollars, and exchange it for a true tangible asset, which is part of your legacy that you can pass down, that you begin to build legacy for your family. And not only do you leave a financial legacy, you leave the legacy of wisdom to go with it to handle the financial literacy, to handle the money. That's even the greater blessing, is they have the knowledge and the wisdom to always make sure that they never labor for it, that it's supposed to labor for them. And you don't put it on no pedestal, you put it in its proper place. It's a tool like any other tool that's in a toolbox. It's a tool to be a blessing to people. That's the heart that our tribe has. You know, this is a tribal council. This is for the tribe. You know, this is our heartbeat. You know, so we welcome the blessing. We welcome abundance. We welcome it into our life. Because why? We believe we're worthy of it. We believe, yes. Why? Because we get to create the life we truly desire. And we choose to be a blessing to people. So our system allows us to do that, to teach people how to build legacy wealth for their families and take something that you learn that has no value, fiat currency, and exchange it for something that has real value, gold, physical gold. And then we have a system where you can deal in physical gold digitally, where just like they can transfer fiat currency in numbers, well, we have a product called Cash Gold that is now a currency that we can now transfer in digital form. So we have a currency in our ecosystem called Cash Gold, right? So this is real money. This is what we use in our system. So if you're in a business and you belong to our system, you get paid in real money. You get paid in the asset. You get paid in the asset when you deal in our business model. Like anybody has a business in our company, we take cash gold. We take fiat currency, but we're going to start forcing people to take our money. This is our currency. Like we believe in dealing in real assets. Our mindset is we believe in real assets. So I'm going to deal with people in our currency. If you want to do business with me, you have to take my currency or pay me in my currency. So you exchange your currency for my currency, and that's how I get paid. And I don't have no problem paying you in your currency. You know what I'm saying? Because the system I belong to spits so much out of it that I'll pay you in that worthless stuff all day. I'll pay you that stuff all day. But you're gonna pay me in a real asset. A real asset. Let me do this for my YouTube. You're gonna pay me in a real asset. Why take a fake currency when I can now take a real currency? So that's what we get to teach people about. Building real, genuine wealth. And I believe that's an honorable thing to teach people how to build wealth for their family, to do something families haven't been able to do for generations, you know? So I just want to tell the tribe, like, keep doing what you're doing. And, we have business packages, coins. We have an entire ecosystem where you exchange fiat currency for real physical gold, which you can exchange for cash gold, which you can exchange for cryptocurrency, which you'll be able to deal in countries all over the world in the same unit of value. Everything will have equal value. You won't have to worry about exchanging currencies. Why? Because everybody that deals in our currency, it's equal. It's a level playing field, like a real money system supposed to be. A fiat currency is a false money system. Why? Because there's interest attached to it. There's interest attached to something that's not even real. Whereas in a real money system, you can't attach interest. Why? Because it's real money. It's equal in every country. It's equal in every place. It has equal value, so you can't add interest. It's a honest, genuine money system. So I want to let the creative people, that's why I was talking about the left brain and the right brain. I want to let all the creative people know out there that, yo, you can attach to this right here and let this fund your lifestyle. And then you get to go create all you want. You won't have to worry about a job that you got to go to make that cash to live on. No, you learn to build this system up by sharing this knowledge, by sharing wisdom with people on how to truly build wealth. You begin to generate an income and an automatic gold bullion cryptocurrency saving plan. And that pays you the cash that you need to pay your bills with so you can keep painting, making music, or whatever it is you want to do until your music, you can either give your gift away for free because you're making so much on the money system, or you can charge, or you could do whatever. Then you could do whatever you want with your craft. Imagine you're a painter and you want to just have these paintings and you just want to set up a booth in a art festival, and instead of people paying for it, you just say, do you like that one? And they say yeah, and you say take it. Why? Because you don't need the money. Why? Because you got a money system making the money that you need to live on. So hey, get back with the person that shared this video. If you're ready to do something different in your life, the one thing you will hear repeated over and over is they took a chance. They opened their lives and their hearts to change. So if that's you, if you're in that place where you want something different in your life and you're ready, or you're really ready to want to build wealth for your family, you want to do something that your family has never been able to do before, and that's build true, genuine wealth and have the wisdom and the knowledge and the understanding that goes with it, then take that step. So Kingsman, salute to my gold gladiators. Au to the tribe, one love to them seekers. Keep seeking. Man, you know how it is. Flow, love, shine. Always be the one toasting to the good life. Live long and prosper. And always keep it 100. This is Coach. One. Do I ever litter? Probably.